We continue with the breakfast show, and members you say for the watch can send me a message to the number +23274 200 545.
All right, continue for send your message to the number and also drop in at the comment section. Now the different platforms that also you watch from the program na Liberty Breakfast Show, where always they bring you issues across the country. But of course, today we look at issue again for do with the petition against the All People's Congress on the rules and regulations with regards to them upcoming lower level elections. They're on the way. But of course, now the studio we get to play host to the APC public relation officer, winner Sidi Yayah Tunis, and also we get the Lucian and Momo from PPRC as they can discuss issues surrounding this particular petition. Continue for watch and drop your number to the inbox and also drop into the different platform that we say they watch from this morning.
All right, the breakfast show they continue, and I just want to welcome one of his studio guests, them already don't come, we na Lucien Momo, in the Director of Training and External Relations, now the PPRC, the Political Parties Regulation Commission. And they are this morning for council with the objections them where they be get during the 30 days window period, where they be gazette the All People's Congress APC party then rules and regulations them for SECA, the internal elections where they for begin get shortly. What's another objection? Here. Now that they can't tell we this morning, we still expect Sidi Yayah Tunis for join we in the studio from the All People's Congress APC party. We go cancel, we waiting and make up of the objections them, we come for second and rules them, and also waiting they do towards the objections and because we know say according to them party timeline, then we know now inside October then supposed for begin the internal elections. Good morning, Mr. Momo, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning and family.
All right, before we can look specifically inside the All People's Congress APC party, the objections them where the PPRC get when have been gazettes and rules and regulations them. Let me just make for the benefits of the public, normally where the PPRC can gazette them particular documents here because it is for all political party. When they want get internal elections, then go forget rules of the game where they not go just take to the membership, but they go through them procedures here. Take me through that procedure there of gazetting, how it can sound like.
Well, of course, sections 25 of the 2022 Act number 25 of 2022 say whenever a political party want for change, or want for review the constitution, the rules and regulations, then for send them to PPRC so that we in turn, within 14 days when they send them to we will for make sure say it be gazetted by inside the government gazette where now the government printer always the do. So we receive the internal rules and regulations for the All People's Congress, and then we gazette them, and the date of the gazette ends on the 11th of September. And we in turn as a commission, we send the objection, then we come inside to the party for let them respond to the objections. Then they within 14 days, it different from the complaints we been get for. So this one I'll get for do with the rules and regulations with political parties. But let me just tell you how it come about for the political party then making the rules and regulations. When we been we discuss when the SLPP been go delegates conference in December 2012. We find out say the party them all a constitution no more than get, and then constitution they also they somehow make the chairman and leader them so powerful that they can overturn elections and then they dictate the pace of elections at the lowest level, at the zone or the ward level of. So we say no. Even with the constitution give right them for all kind of by election, so them for develop rules. Even the act say them forget rules. That rules they tell you how did they manage the elections then from that bottom level when like the foundation level of the party take come up to the national level and take go to the level of electing them flag bearer. So the SLPP develop them, and then when the APC self been review their own constitution. That was the advice we give them for like they develop rules and regulations. When we the register and GC self, we say let them self develop rules and regulations. And would they be in the other political parties themselves for them develop rules and regulations for avoid problems tomorrow? Because if you don't make the chairman so powerful that even at zonal level, if the chairman get interest, he will begin to try for influence delegates, and from that level they take them up. But if the level where they on top the ward or zonal level, they decide where they get chiefdoms. Now the chiefdom and they conduct. So now so it is. So when the chiefdom self they go up, when they do their own elections, now the constituency go conduct. But for Freetown, we will not get chiefdom. From the first level, now the constituency. And when the constituency their own election term reach, now the district they conduct for them. When the district their own term reach, now the regional. When the regional their own term reach, now the national they conduct for them. And then when the national their own term reach, then they form NEC and then form their own electoral body, where now then they get representative from all the regions them, where now then they in charge for conduct the national election, and then they in charge back when they go the next meeting for conduct the elections for flag bearer. So basically, the rules and regulations come as part of fact because one for avoid two people in the inside room. You go make rules and regulations. We get for do it over 1,000, 2,000 people and within the political party and just can't push something on them where they don't understand, they don't know.
So them rules and regulations, there, Lucian, is it purely meant for these lower level elections and every other elections we the All People's Congress Party get for all?
Yes, when they say the lower level elections, it not mean say not just ward level. It can take to the national elections where then they elect the national chairman, then we elect the executive, the national executive at all level. When they say national, the national executive, it not mean say now the executive they no more than a Freetown. Then one the way they lead now then region them. Then they self the part of national executive. Then one the way they are doing a diaspora because diaspora self then they consider them as region. Now the political parties them. We will see when the SFP then do this them lower level election we done. Then get I think 2 more regions we come inside. I think Canada and one other one we come inside as a region because then get people and where they out there. So then self the leadership of them regions then they only form part of the national officers of the party. So for make sure say people foul playing all day. Some like I may say before, let a few people not go sit down at their own small corner, then go right thing where they suit them no more, then can't push on the throat. Then make the law say whenever they want to change anything, now the constitution or the rules and the regulations, then they count and to for level gazette and not for the membership no more. For even the one they vote say for no. Because sometimes tomorrow they go on for be member of that party day, and sometimes tomorrow they go on for vote for that party day, so that themselves as Sierra Leoneans can see. Not to them no more they look at more. We self as PPRC, we look at the rules and regulations and see who side some of the loopholes. Then we try for tell them for like then go for make a follow democratic principle as 35(2) of the Political Parties Act say.
But 14 days for look at them particular rules and regulations. Yeah, one go on as say is 14 days enough for exhaust the rules and regulations and for the internal elections?
Well, I think say 14 days. We look at the parameter of law because people will get the powers of the High Court. If somebody can make complaint to you, you forget 14 days for let you respond. Whatever big it they be, you get 14 days for respond. When the 14 days reach, if you're able to respond, that your responsibility again for ask for extension of time. But what would they say in this matter? We always they give 14 days because now the High Court rules they now and then for the person respond to whatever complaint or when come or petition or objections come for that individual day. So now then because we all know say time not in their favor. In February, the lifespan of the current executive they end. And we all know say the law now just give them 6 months for extend. So we want to make sure say within that 14 days, don't mean say that 14 days then for respond. Though. They say within 14 days. If the All People's Congress able to respond today or tomorrow,
we will send the response to the objection. And so the party don't say, we don't agree with the response. If you're not agree, then we can bring them come at the table, both sides, and can look at the objections. They're able to agree and disagree. We'll get a clean document. We'll go send back for Gazette. And this time we'll go Gazette for 14 days. We need a call for objection. The one that will make the law and get sense. Because if we call for objection for the second time, people they want to play mischief. We maybe not members of the APC. We something that people will get grudge with the party, then go count objection back for wasting term. So the one that will make the law, you're not getting the second term for send any objection again. The second one will go the petition, Gazette for 14 days, for another 14 days. Now for let it become law. As if 14 days so now it become law, then the APC can call them the NAC meeting and fix them, date them, how they go the lower level elections.
So let me go now to the 14 days period with the elapsed first phase. Any objection being come during the 14 days where we be in gazettes for them?
No, we tell gazettes now for 30 days. We get objections that will come, I think about 10 or 12 objections that will come from different members of the public. And some people in the OK will identify them saying are members of the party, we then send objections. The 30 days for objection in don't pass. Now, on Friday, we don't send the objection all to them for let them respond to the objection. And some of the things then they will go in at the objection where they able for address maybe sometimes people they don't understand. Because I can recall the last time where they do the last rules and regulations we expire, we make them review this one. And so I remember one objection we call like possible like Sylvia Blind like 150 something, about 80 something pages. When we go to the mediation, certain things they were able to explain so I'm able to understand. They're able for left hand. So certain things they were not able to understand, they will forget a compromise as to how for rephrase, if not rephrase for rephraser, who's one for pull, who's one for put, now so it can happen. So if the party respond before the 14 days, then it is fine and well. We can still go and get the petitioners them back, we send them petition, say, now so the party don't respond. We agree. If they agree, then it is closed. We petition, we get that again for 14 days, it become law, and then the party can carry on with the business for electing leaders then from the first level.
The nature what's the nature of the kind of objection we come for the rules and regulations so far? How serious the objection then be based on what I don't see?
Well, the common discourse way around, we look at the rules and regulations, I think Article 12 of the rules and regulations, so we get that it sync with sections 56B, where they look at the number of years we people for them for don't take the party. Some other objection and they will come. Like one person in objection will come, I'm not going to remember a name pass, I go watch my phone. It's like saying petition, the one who rules and regulations, because in petition, long tail, the section, they always where they object pan, every day. And some other one I can remember is about the powers given to the National Secretary General. They say the National Secretary General, why not info begin the pick dates for election when at zonal level, take go diaspora, somebody bring that issue. We self as a commission, we look at the rules and regulations. USA will say sometimes the one who object no see, we self can bring them up with the party. Say no, this we need for look for like it go intern them with the party constitution and of course with the national and constitution and this country. Even ECSL and ECSL, they get the commissioner at different levels. So not to one person, So then being there, then kind of objection and they.
So you talk about when there are objections that we come on, I can call and look at certain issues and we members of the public or even members within the party objects. Then from there, if they agree to certain laws and the way probably then would be able for settle on a can move ahead. If you have a greater number of people we bring objections and then strongly they are against certain rules and regulations within the PPRC they do with it. So now they get the urge for move forward or until certain of the issues and they address them before moving forward for Gazette.
Okay, let's just make one correction. I misquote one section just on it will be sections 14.2 of the rules and regulations where they in line with 56B where they talk about 5 years and that. So now when an objection comes, election and 100 objection come. We treat out the seriousness we it about. We don't send all the objections into the party. From we self the pick out some of the things that we not get nothing for do with the rules and regulations. Some people they quote section that we not get nothing for do with the APC with APC rules and regulations. We never even get for do with party business. So in that light, we don't send them to the party. I believe that the party themselves like go pick some of the things that were not relevant. Then self in their response go say no, they are not relevant. You know, get nothing for do with the party in the rules and regulations. So when the objectors then go kind of maybe they're not aware. Something them one quote. Even the Political Parties Act. The person say Political Parties Act of 1997. We will never get Political Parties Act of 1997. But we go look back the section where the quotation not get nothing for do with the All People's Congress. So we not get for countenance now and the only thing we go tell the objection is that this section we rely on, it not exist. Maybe now that he want talk or so, but it not exist. And then we go ahead with the things them way we think say or we believe say it germane to the rules and regulations where the party don't set for themselves.
Like you say, at times some people can just want for be deliberate for delay the whole process, and from waiting on ourselves on the peak, some man they even make objections to things we not exist. So in this case, how the PPRC can handle that issue and the way people at times deliberately go make objection where they no say not substantial? Are there any penalties for that kind instance in the?
Well, I think now the people they right for make objections, and it can make them knowingly or unknowingly. I not go say deliberately people that make the objections, because now they right for object. If the objection not in place, a simple thing. When we go to the mediation table or when the party go to respond, we go send the response to you say, this way una sense so in in place. I think we not go bother waste the time with that issue there. The issue with in place, we get for deal directly with the party. If the party don't address them, we don't send them to you. If you not agree, we can't them. You and the party. And reasonably, we go with detect if now waste time, you want waste the people in time or not. Because if the people explain, like I've been saying the last time, we'll get a lot of I think the last time will take something like 3 weeks or 1 month. But look at the last rules and regulations of the All People's Congress before they go to the lower level elections, before the 2023 elections. So would they take with him and make sure say anybody really complicate petition will make sure say they read them. When they read them, when they could be convinced, the party will convince they're able to convince them, and then it can pass. When we're able to convince themselves, then maybe we can advise say this one has on a pull up.
So if we compare the last time we been look at the rules and regulations to this one, the objections and we come from this one, are they lower than the past or they higher?
They're small tail, they're not reach 0.5% safe of the one that will be objected last time, because for let we able for the dates for let then done like Thursday, maybe the other week we able for Senate to them for respond. No say not be boko. Like I say about 12 or so and petitions them and then kind of some former honorable members of parliament, some other member that we will identify say they were also members of the party. So man send under the petition objection would send now just like an advisory note like to the party. So the party will get take all of that into consideration and go. But for your question, the number this trip is small because the last time we get well over 100, of petitions. Some people themselves now applying and get for commot camp. Well, for learning carry their own side of waiting they not been believed. Like I'm saying, number one game person we get 80-something pages, of petition. This trip, I not think say we get 10 page of petition. The only one where I will see or two I been see where I go through no more. It's like I was saying that the whole thing, the person, the petition, because also I get over 12 issues per one green petition, and one okay, even our former honorable member of parliament Ibrahim Bundu, the all petition. Well, this one is Emmanuel Sarr something, and this Ibrahim by Tarawali. They're telling that the one whole document 9 petition. So would expect for the party look into them. And whilst we serve as a commission, we look at the rules and regulations, we look at the constitution, and we look at the Political Parties Act and the constitution of Sierra Leone.
So them petitions and we can come in. At times you can get strong petition and valid petitions that we can come to the PPRC. You feel say that go disturb, the timetable for the lower level elections if the party not able for address, or PPRC and the party not able for come together for able for address them petitions and objection they ahead of the lower level elections then they come.
Well, of course, the timetable already don't be disturbed because from the first initial NAC meeting them in all, I think they may first start the lower level election sometime in August. But because they realize say the rules and regulation be obsolete, they may, because the rules and regulation get lifespan, and then may get for need for review. They make then count them, and then they make us say after this all of this process, then go for gold NAC meeting, we then go fix date them, we then go begin the lower level elections then.
Normally, if possible, let members of the public during that window period make objection to any of the political party rules and regulations. It will ever happen?
Yes, of course. If you look at all the time they would not begin public gazette them or public notice of gazette for even the constitution then first, not for talk about the rules and regulations. We always they ensure that when we publish the rules, the public notice for the rules and the regulation of the constitution, would always invite objections from the public, because PPRC they exist for make sure say political party then become accountable to the membership and to the electorates. So because of it, for them for be accountable to the electorate, when I inform a good number of people they vote for them, because them political parties go in this country, even the APC and the SFPP, the members they wouldn't get, they will make their win elections in this country. But the people who they rely on, where they want for can govern, when they get for vote for them for no, waiting in the party constitution and rules and regulation. So until tomorrow, then people they go for join the party, go on for join being a member of a political party. So you go pick between the 17 registered political party the way we get Nasalon, looking into the rules and the regulations, the constitution, the internal democracy, how they organize themselves for they be member. So always would they always refer to it. I can call say somebody call me, I think I don't know, you not be understand. They say, Lucien, why they want to gazette with rules and regulation ask for the public? Now say this don't be the normal thing, because now the law now say the party for be accountable to the membership and for be accountable to the electorate. It will show me proof. I send SFPP yon, I send APC their own, together I send even NGC their own, and other political party their own them. For just proof say we can always the call, and so the law say, not to we. So the law say.
This one will just conclude, this window period will just conclude for the APC. Any member of the public will make objection regarding these rules on the membership no more.
I'm not going for decipher, like I said before, all man. Some man and name no more inputs, but I go tell you, like I make mention of two honorable this now. Honorable Ibrahim Bundu, I think former honorable, not the honorable Coulson. Himself make an objection. That one, they we able to identify and say they were. And I see somebody with self-count petition. I know go watch where they go night time book, but I know say that individual and a member of the party.
Say the process and procedure for make the objection. Is it that there is a form where they fill for indicates whether you're not a member of that particular political party there, or nothing like that's not the procedure?
Part of we core values and principles and confidentiality. Not to all man want for make say in a member of a political party. So you can say me na Dixon Kamara at this so I mean a concerned Sierra Leonean. We not go for some for let it tell you whose party they. Not to all man want for no. The one they want for no sin a party they like me brother or those kind of side so just now Sidi. It all man no say it in a political party, but not to all man want for like they know say they in a political party.
Alright, Lucien Momo, continue for the week in the studio. We'll come back to you shortly. You still watch the breakfast show na Liberty Online TV, and tell us say today we look at the objections them we come out from the public and the APC membership as the PPRC be done gazettes and rules and regulations them ahead of the internal elections we go begin just now. Now we can hear from the APC the objections them where they don't receive, how they plan for handle their objections here and moving forward, whether or not this will affect the timeline for the internal elections. Now all of the issues and they will discuss, and I want to welcome now the studio from the APC, Sidi Yayah Tunis, when at the National Publicity Secretary. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast.
Good morning, Mabel. Thank you very much for getting me here.
All right, just start for confirm first for we hear from Lucien Momo. We just don't see them receive about 10 objections from people them we get issues with waiting to be done gazette for SECA the internal elections where una will get shortly. Una don't receive then documents and they for the APC?
Yes, we don't receive then documents and they from the PPRC a couple of days ago, and we review them also as a party so that we go respond quickly to their objections then they, so we don't go further delay we own process already.
How you go describe waiting on a see in terms of the objection then we come in?
I mean, to be honest with you, Mabel, plenty of them really will not be feel say we for suppose forget them. Simply because when it comes to the rules that we'll send to PPRC, we do them the way how we do them deliberately because we be want for avoid them kind things there. So now that make we specifically and deliberately decide say, okay, since we constitution already go through all the processes way for go through, the PPRC be don't send them out, people that don't object, you know, they don't gazette, they don't go back to courts, the court self don't adopt. Let we stay within the provisions of the Constitution. And all of the rules then we will send to PPRC, now rules them we come out from the APC Constitution. Not you know they will send, we not the inside with Constitution. So for let the Constitution already go through them process then they, and for let also now this same Constitution and can we go now the 2022 conventions that we'll do up to the 2023 National Delegates Conference for let people then come again for object things that we do inside, especially them when our APC members. Because if something they inside the Constitution, you very well know say process, even if you want for change, now amendments will get for do. And for do amendments, process then the way for follow for amend Constitution. So for let you know all of that one day, then you go object back, it means you get other intention. So we, you know, stay within with Constitution. Now that make we kind of surprised that some people go do some of the objections. Some of them, they don't make sense to we self. You know, you go really see say this person do no more for deliberately delay the APC process because it knows say the law require we for wait for let PPRC deal with all of the objections then they for let we able for do anything. So we just take and say some of them people and they then deliberately just object so that then go delay with your internal processes for complete for prepare ourselves ahead of 2026.
What kind of objections the way for una consider and say now just deliberate acts people just make the objections and therefore delay una like what's the nature of the objection?
For example, if you go object to something where they inside the APC Constitution, say okay, well, Article 56, the 5-year, for example, duration clause with a pull-up. Or you say, oh, this person will hold this position and not for holder. That's some of the objection, and Andy. This person will hold this particular position right now. Will get this issue with enough for hold this position. So if you do that one day, first of all, you get for first to understand, say, for every position inside the APC, we get duration clause for her. You know, the just guy inside the party today, you expect for whole position. Parties are based on philosophies and ideologies, and that make the national constitution very deliberate, where it give the party then the powers for set their own rules them. Because the constitution also want for ensure, say, they're able for protect political parties from their membership. And that make also then say just like how the national constitution gets supremacy, when it comes to membership of political parties, then the political party constitution also gets supremacy. Every provision inside your constitution, once it don't pass through the due processes of the law, you bound by them provision and they inside your constitution, you as member of that party day.
I just want to take you quickly, Sidi, to the 10 objections that we people make. Like you mentioned inside your opening, some of them, they will not make sense to the party because the party want to concentrate on issues we get to do with the constitution. For your own point, is there any of the objection within the 10 we then make sense to the party PC on a need for do reform?
No, none of their objection and they then 10 and they really not be supposed for coming, to be honest. You know, because like I say, here is a constitution. We are all in this country. I don't feel say constitution day we don't go through the kind of rigor with this particular constitution go through before it really become the working document of the APC. This constitution spent weeks, if not months, na PPRC. My brother Lucian go tell you. And the thing with the money, some of them names they see object so now. When we go back to records, these are the same people, some of them, will be object back. Like for example, this duration clause where they talk about this 5 years. When we been do the constitution originally, it was 10. Now the challenge where people and go challenge them, when we go debate, now PPRC will be get for reduce to 5 before it even become now we work in document. And people get for understand, say, like I can always say, when you want for contest for any position at ward level, you get 1 year membership, constituency 2 years. From regional all the way up to the presidential candidates, now 5 years. Me self we sit on that particular clause they applicable to me as National Publicity Secretary. I for run at the party for 5 continuous years. We are running a political party based on philosophies, ideologies, and we also answerable to we membership.
But there is another objection we clearly you comment on. I think Lucian mentioned about that earlier on. The one we get to do the National Secretary General, you know, we get the responsibility for set dates for all the elections within the party. I think somebody get an objection with regards to that.
Not to the National Secretary General just they announce the dates. You see, this is where I say people get for they understand the constitution. The National Secretary General just they announce the date. Now the National Advisory Committee, when are the second highest decision making body as per the constitution, and then they sit down based on all waiting we don't complete and based on all waiting the constitution say, the constitution give timeline as to when all them things then they for happen. The constitution give timeline as to how long we for don't publish we voters register for every convention before that convention they happen. All they inside the constitution. For let we decide on when dates election for start. Now the National Advisory Committee they sit down based on the provisions and the constitution. Then agree say, okay, for world convention, since we don't complete them process, then they now this time we start. For district, now this time, constituency, now this time. When they don't agree on all our and they all waiting the Secretary General they do now for put them out to the public. Say now this NAC don't agree on, not to Secretary General they set date as how that person they do. No. And not to the set date.
One of the objections and where you make mention of we get for do with the timeline where somebody will become member of the party for contest for certain positions. Last week we been get Boema Michael Ture na the breakfast show. We been confirmed so we say in one pan the people and we don't make any objection. Although not been given details of waiting object to for the APC, because when you talk about this particular clause now in our party, the first thing where they come na people in mind now the Sam Sumana issue. If you be say na Brian Michael Toure in objection dandy. Like how instead been confirmed say make objection, but you know give with details. You una feel say this been deliberate for let the party delay towards una internal elections. If they come from the Sam Sumana camp.
I honestly believe say they're all deliberate. When you look at, for example, Honorable Lucia mentioned Honorable Ibrahim Bundu. These are the people where they with Alfred Peter Conte, way leading into 2023 elections, then give away a lot of problem. Almami Colson Toure, we object so. Now one of the people that we want for be flag bearer. And leading into 2023, he was with Sam Sumana. So it's not difficult for let you understand saying that the same set of people. And I always say we know they make constitution for individuals. We they make constitution for the entire membership of the party, and the constitution for stay within the laws of the country. We know say as a party, we not violate any provision of the national constitution when it comes to the rules that we will get inside we party. So if that was the case, I not feel say the court of this country for to adopt that constitution day. I not feel say the PPRC self for to allow that constitution day for stand, because that is why the PPRC exists, for regulate we the political parties then, for ensure say not only that we remain answerable to the membership as per the law, but we for also ensure say we stay within the provisions of the national laws of this country. So if we violate any part of the national constitution, as how some of them people need to claim, we not feel say that constitution therefore don't be the working document of the APC. But for the fact say we don't go through all of them processes, then they and some of these same people, because if you look back to a record, the same Almami Colson Toure been challenged back leading into 2023. Been challenged. You understand? And for let you see the same names, then they appear again by challenges, petition. It means some people are just deliberate in their actions for make sure say they continue for hurt the APC.
So if they confirm say some of members them just deliberate in their actions so they make the objections, what's in the particular for do for look into their objections here? Because I think way supposed for look into.
We answerable to the PPRC and to the membership through the PPRC. They don't make their petitions through the PPRC. The PPRC don't send them to we. We self get for respond to the PPRC with we own facts, with we own evidence. You understand? So at the end of the day, when the PPRC call we, whatever action they require of us, we will do that, because that is what the law says. That's the PPRC for regulatory. So them petition and they don't go through them. So we self get for go make we own case to them for make themselves see say no, these are not legitimate petitions. Yes, we answerable to a membership, but also as a party. Now this the law require of we, and waiting the law require of we as a political party. Now we don't do. We not hamburg anybody. And maybe I want to see this. Article 56. The APC constitution is such that people get to understand. One, will they also protect the party? Then two, Article 56 being geared towards making sure that we not get leadership gap. Now we party. We constitution say certain position and the way you hold them. If you want for run for flag bearer, for example, you for resign 6 months. And that make you find out, say, if now, with national executive, a lean, it's small, because some people and they don't resign. But for ensure, say, leadership gap, not they, now make, if you go to 56D, because people and just they pay attention to 56B no more in 5 years. 56D ain't say the national chairman of the party not for run for flag bearer. So why they see the chairman they go complain say we discriminate? It is there, so you get a choice. Seeing that for let you run for that position there.
So how you go?
Because and the reason why we do that, Mabel, if all man resign, including the national chairman, leadership gap no go dey, the party go dey in chaos. So people get to understand when they do constitution, the intent behind the provisions that they put now, not to for target any individual.
I'm worried say perhaps possibility this on a membership, no waiting the inside on a constitution, or then people like you been say earlier, then just they do them for the sake.
Some not know, some are being used for petition, but some of them know. But just they do it deliberately because they know say this whole thing maybe me see and say, I mean I know they cast aspersions, but me see and say some of them are deliberate intent for one, delay we, that is one. Then secondly, some of them feel say, you know, because we do opposition, the law not go there in we favor. Some of them man the way petition, some people don't even brag to we say, we go show and say now we get the Chief Justice. Yes, some people don't brag to we that way. They will go show and say now we get the Chief Justice. Ebo.
On a membership?
Some of them people away petition so. They don't brag to we say, then go show we say now then get the Chief Justice.
Just
we believe in the law. We they stay with the law. We get every confidence in the judiciary of this country, including the Chief Justice say, who side the law applicable, the law go be applicable fairly. So we personal relationship with anybody in the judiciary, not go make we cancel all the brag. We feel say we go do the wrong thing and then go support we know.
That just brings Lucien in on this. We just heard from Sidi. I been asked you earlier, Usai on a fed on to some people just they do thing for do sake for delay the party. And then kind of circumstance here when self just don't testify say some of them people here we petition, even though they brag say then go show them say now then get XYZ where perhaps go attempt for delay them process where they want for do them calendar. The PPRC we tuna can advise on how for handle them kind issue here where the party clearly no say certain people do them deliberately for delay them. We tuna can advise.
Well, we wait for the response and it can be in good way we they get in discussion there. So because from where then conversation there so don't begin. As a commission, they make sure so they monitor the media across the country, you know, on their issue there. Or they pick some things then from the discussions that we don't hear from everybody. So our responsibility now for look at the response from the party, look at the complaint. If it makes no sense, if the party say it not make sense, we send them to the post. Say the party say if we say it makes sense, we call them, we cancel them. And then we as a commission get for look at them and tell the party say it makes sense or not. We'll tell the whole petition say this petition will not think say it get any sense. So, but normally you two can do them. All political parties intentional. We then put on the act say PPRC for play mediatory role. That mediatory role there now for avoid political parties for going to court. Now you make at some point you could always call them. They always complain. They always complain. Una believe in the ideology of una party. Una go sit down as members of the same political party. Una na brother them. Some man don't even marry themselves inside political party. They don't be family now. Una go sit down and see how una can settle this thing here. So, you know, let una come up with something for we. Because we not collect that situation where we go to the extent now for can read the riot act now say, no, I think say if this be so, you can't with this, it not make sense. So we'll dismiss them. We self can dismiss petition at PPRC. We don't dismiss a lot of them.
So how genuine the PPRC can do for mediate on certain petitions where they can doing that 30 days review session of some of the petitions if they can?
And I think Sidi will tell you say PPRC play a very great role for make sure say the rules, regulations, then constitution, then pass the test of time. Certain side will say no, this one will not say on a pass mark. Like you say, before now that 56 be there, I've been 10. Then massage and can down to 5. I go recall one petition the way Dr. Sylvia Blyden Mingi na the last rules and regulations. Now me get the biggest one 85 page. We take like 2 or 3 days, but you want no more. Sat inside it like we see they say, it not be understand. But when they explain to her, he say, I withdraw. Sat inside the way he understand. They understand, say understand. So they agree and disagree, rephrase and make them how they all agree saying that's way for me. So that's what we can always do. If they happen, the SLPP, NGC, self-get rules and regulations, it happen. And I go tell you, say, we mediate the role. It don't advantage APC and SLPP. So in 2005, we have been a court for the 1995 and constitution where they say, this, if we not make fine, you go more now. So they make fine and pull them case in a court count to PPRC. We solve when they win elections. Same with SLPP. 2012 to 2016, they go on to 2017. Then get court come on a court come now to PPRC come on a court. And always the judge, let me just make this very clear to members of the All People's Congress. Elective PPRC don't give ruling. You don't go say you dey go to the court. After you go don't waste your time, say the judge get for tell them say there is a commission we get mediate role. Una go and go mediate. Una remember when they mediate in a court, say the formation of ITGC. When they not able to send them, so we say there is a commission named PPRC. Una go let PPRC go solve. They can't so start for solve. Some people jump go back, then the court say okay now and see. Una want let me get okay now PPRC they deal to now for conduct this election and they conduct them for ourselves. So the best place for political party for solve whatever problems they get now the PPRC. But I tell you one thing, political parties they always get spoilers. We go don't try for bring them come very close. At the end of the day, official they can't conclude, then they put spanner back other side.
Now that's happening currently in the APC situation.
Well, for now, I not see how it happen. Let us deal with because we get two issues, we get complaints.
Yeah,
I see Paul Kamara said we send complaint. We send him bundling complaint to the party for let the party respond. So when the party respond now, would they merge the two? Let's tell you from where this issue come. If you they follow we. The chairman, because me now two role at the play because the mediation and programs director and all the tongue. So I hold two bundle me one at PPRC. Because this until they pass me back. If you go say AB, will they pass with them bundle there for the study the petition and the objection then constitution, the rules and regulation, look in tandem with the constitution. Because when we come, we can sorry for them because time not in their favor. February, their lifespan they end. And they only get 6 months for extend. And when they go to lower level elections, they go to fix their timeline. Then timeline and they go for the shifts along the way. Because if they do the first level of elections, Possimos can say, they rogue me. This happened. And then constitution rules and regulations go up the acts, they go see the back don't confirm. They get timing. If they say they do zonal election or ward election today, this Saturday, if you take part in the election this Saturday, by Monday, if you get any issue, if you don't bring it up to their own mechanism, the party, the elections complaint committee, and their committee they back get time like a 48 hours or 72 hours for don't trash them, and then the next Saturday they go to the next level. So if they're not trash them, which means some of the elections them at their level they will get problem, then go for the on hold force. And if the person go there, then go they're not glad you sitting the complaint committee put a cali complaint to PPRC. That don't bring another 1 week delay. And in order to delay all side, the delay also the problem there. Let me can clear. If the election and go on fine all over the country, but 1 or 2 areas get issue, then go to sort the issue, whilst the other one then they go before the elections. Then they go in kitchen out.
Then set of people here where you be refer earlier to as spoilers now the political party them. The PPRC una self they see and say now people where they use this as strategy for perhaps get waiting they want, because we already know say there is an issue already in the PPRC where perhaps you go give me updates later on the Sam Sumana saga. Now you say Paul Kamara self don't get a whole file of objections then for the APC. When they see I'm saying a strategy where themselves they use for get waiting they want and delay the party at the other hand.
As a commission, we will look at the two complaints. If they're similar, would they merge there as one? So that we not go say would they wait for deal with this, we go delay the party in time. Like I tell you, time not there in their favor. Time not really there in their favor. And I go tell you, say, when would they deal with them political parties there? So they always get them issues then they. You know. That make I tell you before, say, if we see say no one at time you want delay, we don't know until SLPP, we don't know until APC. When we deal with the SLPP, people let me they go to the party office, they talk saying PPRs, they delay them. On the APC, they use the court through PPRC for delay them. What will we do? We'll make a press conference. We'll even call international community. We'll name names. Same with the APC. Before they go 2023 elections, some money point up on PPRC, they point up on the judiciary. What will we do? We'll make a press conference. We'll name them, say, at the ITGC. Remember at the ITGC at that time, where we go so take the one go council, we'll go so take the one go council. Well, then somehow we go to say, they say, no, me, are they going to cut first? So when you begin name them names, then the membership of the party will know, say, them people are so, not them, no, they don't mean good for the party. So sometimes they some complain and they will dismiss them.
So you go one for agree with Sidi. See, most of them objections that we coming now for delay the party in progress.
I no go confirm Sidi in your position. That is in position. For we, what I say, for make sure say fair play, fairness day. Let's go until we don't send the response. They complaint, the objection to them. Let them respond. When they respond, we go look within the objectors then say, if you're not reasonable, at we not really need for cow themselves in a table for can talk. So let's get from the party, and then we'll get the second response from the one they object. And what be the big them for? Not so because we say we think 14 days now 14 days. We think 14 days we can do on 1 day. Like when I say for this one, then get locked, then lock itself saying like a 10, 11 or 12. The last time well over 100 petitions then come inside. And we'll make sure we attend to each and every one of the petitions. The petition that will still say no make sense. We may send them to them. We do the trash we write to it, say no, this one, then get lawyers them within the APC, then go for look at the things that like I said before. We see some section that wouldn't quote. We're not getting active for do politics, not getting active for do political, not getting active for do the rules and regulations. But one thing they will get for do the rules and regulations. So just get for send them to them for letting go at the rest. Then I'll go get for tell you in a response. This thing they talk about. So I remember how they talk about parliamentarian or for be member for be a juror. Waiting 102 get for do APC then 104 they talk about privileges of witness. Waiting get for do the rules and regulations. So you left to them letters now for peruse the documents and respond to it.
For be the elephants in the room, the Sam Sumana saga, where we don't reach the PPRC. Waiting at the latest regarding that, because plenty of people foresee say this thing we get for drag the APC for reaching the Supreme Court soonest.
Well, the issue of the Sam Sumana, we've been giving the party 14 days for response because we not PPRC, we get the powers of the High Court, so they use High Court rules in anything what they do. We personally complain, we don't give them 14 days. Then 14 days for end this Thursday. On 24th, because when you count High Court rules, they count back in your count Sundays. Because if it will not be the count Sundays, the rules for don't respond by last week Friday or Thursday. But because you omit the Sundays, then come the Thursday for be the 14 day then for respond. So they wait for the response. APC in a party always done they cooperate with the PPRC. So we expect say then go cooperate this time because they all know say time no day in their favor. If then delay the time, now themselves then go delay.
So not just that 5-year clause Sam Sumana lay complain for?
He lay complain on several issues. Some issue then they, that make them very clear. Some issue then they where the courts we don't deal with, we know they dare church them. Because the court we on top we don't deal with that issue they, we know they church them. But the other issue, like the issue of expulsion, we don't deal with na Supreme Court. We not go touch them. If you wanted and touch them, I think the Supreme Court the issue we get for do is say after in expulsion, what happen when them bring and come inside. You say pay membership fee, say you say pay nomination fee for the 2023 election, but then still not make it team up, but they make somebody else. When say we don't go to other political party, we don't team up. We don't team up as a only mates in our other party, they make intake part. And then he say it don't exhaust all internal mechanism in the party. He say elders council, he don't go to the grievance handling committee, they're able for handle in matter. I think he look sabi the constitution because the All People's Congress and the SLP constitution where them don't they make the first party members and if you get problem inside party, what will like let them exhaust the internal mechanism for solve them problem. Sometimes they them problem no need for not for no self, but them problem. People are not for no self, so they discuss them problem. Then the issues they are public, you know. So he say Nanande he say then no. They say in particular with India, in dates not correct today. He said in 1982 he joined the APC. And then the party card, I think now 2023, then put on they say in them, we don't accept inside from who stand for. So all of those issues, the party will respond to them. So we'll wait for the party response. When the party respond, then we'll send the response back to them. If you agree with them, we'll say, okay, it's okay, APC, you are cleared. If you not agree with them, we'll call them back in the mediation table. We can't weigh the arguments, them, and the proof. And then he asks you for 5 things, them. He say one for direct the All People's Congress for public notice, say the expulsion of March 2015. He say inconsistent with law, invalid, and all. And for make them change the dates within in card for reflect in membership status na the party. And they say, we'll do any other kind of thing for make sure to address any other issues there where it is. And they got documents as annex. They got even excerpts of the ruling where Justice Elian Fisher J do in the matter between the Conte and the APC and Escoma and others, where they said I think 2022. And then he came with one letter where General Stephen may write to the party February, I don't know if 2015 or so. He came with receipt them of in payment, you know, and then he came with something else. One more thing they will come with they make. I think another letter where one lawyer Denke they write sometime I think 2020, 21 or therein. So all of them document and they tell you where they go forward in complaints to the All People's Congress. I think by Thursday they're going to respond to it, and we say sometimes immediately Friday we will send the response to them. We'll give time for them to respond.
PPRC they follow all the media, the discussions, and we can they go on. I believe say it not go influence on our decision, but now for una can get insights as to what exactly can they happen.
Yeah.
This particular matter on floor regarding Sam Sumana and the APC, you think it's an issue where the PPRC based on all what una don't hear in the media and waiting be no can before now. Now issue where una they able for handle when perhaps not go reach Supreme Court.
Issue I believe so they handle. We're able to handle them. We're able to handle them based on the party and the Sam Sumana faction, if they're willing. All of this now willingness. If they're willing for let it be settled, it'll be settled. There are other issues will be stronger than this. With them the Supreme Court. They're able to come together. And the most fierce ones before the 2020 election, so basically then they go apart. With some of them say the All People's Congress, who they are now the media, the other and scattered, died and they can't die so. But we see them bounce back and participate in the elections. So what's make they listen the media or they follow the media? Because we get for at some point, get for involve people that will feel say they are the party with both sides they listen to. So we're not going to just want to go call somebody. Then sometimes if you don't in a media, I don't take sides. I will give one example what we did deal with I think it was SLPP when they get in problems. Also we feel safe for be elder. Now the pathway for speak sense. So truth because the person go take all the attained position of vice president of the country. Instead of joining Pandifet. So catching him now a list. So they watch the media for know the people that will not say even we not take sides, but people we they in the middle of this. He wants peace na the party. They make one pa down na do Azakwe don't die blessed memory burial like 2 weeks ago. Well, me see say in a one pa the person and be for two span at the work. Take 3 hours to go find an Azak to get the phone number. We can put on our office. Get justice to that Thompson. We explain the whole SLPP issue. We explain the whole SLPP issue. Yeah. We go sit down at party office now. It changed. One day, part out and never talk bad about PPRC again. Anytime they can't say, I say, I lie them, I had the lie. Some I receive slap in the party office because them they go mistake. The APC, they're not going to know the people they will call. They may get late, mommy, still. And she's still able to talk to them. But now she's late. So we are still looking around the people that will know, say, able to make these both sides able for series because this is not about personal. Anybody will take your own personal interest above the party interest, they go achieving personal interest, but he go fail back because one man a party important. If one man, I remember Charles Magai left the SAPP 2005, I will not left family, not get people there. When they go for rounds by election, they want to get 38%. Charles Magai pulled 15. If not to be that one man will not make it important, and 15 they lost, so APC can miss. The APC 7 also for that one day. Where they don't lost people in their party, who said they get vote, then vote they reduce. So one person in a party, we then try by all means as a political party for make sure say they hold themselves together. Because we know say they can do it if they together. So they get for hold themselves together as a political party. Let not forget about your interest. Now people will for sure say they are APC rather than me. I want this position.
You feel like personal interest seem for the play compared to that of the party interest.
No, what they say is, for this problem for solve, let everybody forget about personal interest first. Let them remember about the interest of the party. Because if you put your interest before the interest of the party, then you lost 2, 3, 4 members. Then 2, 3, 4 members, and then they get followers.
All right, listen, that's going to bring me come to Sidi, because when we been get Sam Sumana and Chief of Staff now the studio here, so last week, this is one thing we make mention of. Say for them, then they feel like the APC they downplay the whole issue, and on a not look, they see the issue like how it's supposed for be. As a party, how on a plan for manage this? Because for them, then they feel like now they get forgive a corner back. So if we not let this issue be resolved, una go probably get issues, forget the numbers from Kono. How una plan for resolve this?
I'm not keen like for look at them that way day. Because to me is if there is one issue where the APC don't really accommodate and where we don't be very careful of now the Sam Sumana issue. And I go say this honestly because this now issue where most of the other things that we don't happen in our party a hinge on this issue also. From 2020, we don't deal with this. And we don't meticulously try for deal with them. But of course, like how Lucian say, we always want for ensure say when we deal with them matters they are to will not do them on a personal level. We feel say people in personal interest and for supersede the broader interest of the party or waiting even the law say. Most of the time I could be because the matter the PPRC they take me time how for talk on them. But a lot of the things then we make we suffer in a court. Now that exactly some of the people the way they with Sam Sumana they ask we for do as a party. First, this matter begin, I want for come back. But I want for Leona put now the letter say the language for be reinstatement instead of readmission. If you read the APC constitution from A to Z, nothing or they will say reinstatement. The party clearly states, the constitution clearly states where you don't left the party, whether not by resignation or expulsion, it states clearly how you for come back into the party. So the first side where the delay starts with them coming back into the APC now that. It say the language for B, reinstatement. The letter where then gear enough for B readmission.
So how income within the party?
At the
because Michael been mentioned that we will stand at the same
at
studio.
The so
on the party requests for income one.
Well, me not know that one day. I not feel say, that now waiting me the focus on. Waiting me the focus na the APC not they exist in isolation. The APC, they exist under the laws. We own law and the national law. Now, waiting me law say, now they quote to you so. Whether they go beg you say come back or whether now you beg say you want come back, the process the way they follow. That is what we are saying here. At the end of the day, if we go to court, the court not they look at na beg them beg you for camera. The court they ask we whether we follow the process for let the person come back. So the first side first with the issue start now with the letter. They say not for be readmission, for be reinstatement. That is one. Then we come up at one day. We can part the letter we say Ambassador Yansane write them. But in that letter day, if you read them, the letter clearly states say, yes, the NAC don't agree for let you come back, pending the approval of the National Delegates Conference. And the NAC do that letter so deliberately because the NAC no say, as per the constitution of the APC, whether not this one we dey now or the 1995 constitution, now only one body get the authority for pull person at the APC, at the National Delegates Conference. And are the only body that one day back, we get the authority for bring you back. The same National Delegates Conference. So that I make that letter state pending the approval of the National Delegates Conference. Now, if you letter don't clearly state so, delegate conference not happen, then in the process, the national executive, the court say, that national executive will then elect, or will come out of the convention 2017. That national executive did not be constituted well. That NAC itself not be constituted well. So already then do a null and void. Then the court set up an interim body. Say we now go to manage the affairs of the APC until we now get an executive we properly constituted as per the laws of the APC. And by the way, ITGCB gets specific mandates. And the mandates not be included for deal with Sam Sumana issue. It was out of their jurisdiction because that one in a constitutional matter. If you know all of that one day, then you go take money, give Alfred Peter Conte and ITGC, even for period then, where you a member of C4C, clearly you're not a member of APC. You understand? And when we come in, unfortunately, we're not getting kind record then day from ITGC. When we then be not elect we now, we not get a handing over there and the records then day from ITGC say this happened, that happened. But in any case, this same ITGC with the IEMC where the court constitute, now then can we go into convention and the one they already apply, they vet them. And they vet they vet Sam Sumana, and then the same ITGC say they not qualify for contest 2023 election. So, but again, the matter the PPRC.
Yes.
So we will go to the PPRC and defend we self. But one thing no more with me they say, we self get a responsibility, Mabel. We spend 3 years in court for waiting because people then say we violate the constitution and we violate the national constitution. People then say we constitution not being democratic. So then I made the court now tell you say, okay, when I go do a more democratic constitution, and as the law require when we do we not just do we make a law. No, we can go PPRC Gazette, people that challenge, like how Lucian say, we get over 100 or more petitions. Some of them we spend time, we go sit down. You know, unfortunately, some of you not be involved because we are banned then by the court.
For them,
not for involved by the process.
Sidi, for them at this stage, the only deal breaker for them now for una allow Chief Sam Sumana for contest like every other person one for be flag bearer for this 2028 elections. Is it possible?
The law not they work so. With constitution clear as to eligibility. Mabel, even the national constitution, clear on that. We all are Sierra Leoneans. But the national constitution make and clear who that qualify for run for waiting.
But now that on a young clause where they talk about 5 years, and I not fit into waiting the national constitution say.
Well, you see, this is
where they say then they use for probably taken out to high court because it's like you belong to a political party.
Well, now this
and
is
not specify say you for don't be 5 years and a political
this is
party.
where people they misinterpret the national constitution. Section 35 of the national constitution very clear. The national constitution however require a party then for show timeline. All within the national constitution require political parties for do, therefore present a presidential candidate. That presidential candidate where you party they present, that presidential candidate for meet the requirement na section 41. Where the national constitution say, if party not put forward candidate for president, national constitution go kick in. No, you have to fulfill section 42 first. We say party shall nominate presidential candidate. We no limit anybody. It open for let you be a member of the party. We constitution day. If you not fit into that day, it open for let you join other party. But the national
Chief Sam Sumana not qualify for this election.
But the national constitution, a very clear say, it require we as a political party for at the end of the day nominate a presidential candidate. That presidential candidate they will nominate if for meet requirements of section 41. We don't put any candidate who not 40 years. No. We don't put any candidate when a citizen of another country. No. We don't put any candidate who not qualify. No, we don't even put no candidate. So how people are going to say we don't violate the national constitution?
For contest.
Now the constitution of APC get down there for say, not to me.
On a constitution, it qualify based on a requirement.
Chief Sam Sumana get a membership card. Where then get based on the time where it complete the processes of coming back into the party. And I really want, I make it ability take me time for understand because for explain this because people and they feel say with the target. No, some of the delays of him coming back into the party now he says self-create them. I always they say this to them, they not you one for Harry. Because like I said, take for example the language in the letter. You spend months, if not over a year or two, just for argue the party say, therefore change that language from readmission to reinstatement. So imagine if inside that 1 year day, you be don't accept that letter day, and also when we be going to we convention 2020, one of the matter they will be for go address and being matter based on that letter, now being matter for readmitter.
Right.
But then, now that same day, some of them go influence people. After we PPRC don't go for mediate, fine between we, they go influence people for care we go court. The court go injunct we, the convention not happen. So the only time we convention, where delegate conference actually happen, when I did the decision go make now say, yes, let us readmit then, was in 2023.
Right.
And if you were delegate conference don't say, therefore readmit, you get a process where you get for follow.
Right,
as per we constitution. So tell them processes then they don't. Now based on that, then get in card with the dates we get now.
We go follow up on that issue because the PPRC said then just a wait for a from owner. We go from there. Let me just read a few messages and wrap up this edition of the program. The very first one where I go look at this morning na the Facebook page. This one from Ronald Beresford. George Stoney say, what a sad state. Some of these political parties were there, and those who are above the party rules cherry pick who they see fit, which in a recipe for disaster from both major parties. Like we saw in the SLPP convention, there were those who believe they are above the party procedure and processes. The same applies for the opposition. Watch this space.
The next one I'll take now with Facebook page. They come up from Macmillan Timothy Carter. We say Lucian Momo. With the ongoing disputes between Sam and the APC leadership, many citizens are questioning whether the PPRC truly has both the authority and the independence to manage such high-stake internal conflict. How will the Commission ensure that its decisions are not legally binding, but also accepted by all fractions as fair, especially in the climate where mistruths run deep?
Issa Kagbo, they say the PPRC is flooded. How can anyone who isn't even a member or sympathizer of a party have the right to petition it? Parties aren't private clubs, yes, but allowing outsiders to meddle opens the door for sabotage. Petitions should come from within the party, unless it's about a clear breach of national law. Otherwise, there must be consequences for those abusing the process for interior motives.
Fortune Bassi, they say, my question is, Sam Sumana left and returned back. He was accepted, and according to the Sam 23 movement, they paid 30 million Oleon's membership fee, and the money was accepted by the party. So why is he not qualified to contest the flag bearer elections?
All right, from them, they will come wrap up the program. Will they come over to you, Lucien? Somebody say, feel like it's okay for the members of the public, men do little issues better happen within political parties.
Well,
that just educates the person. Yeah, part of we mandate now for make sure say political parties then be accountable to the membership and the general public. We mean say the electorate. Everybody in Asalo needs to know waiting. Then APC, SLP, PMDC, NGC, UP, UDM, the constitution and rules and regulations. It not mean say because the political party they got 35-1 who established the political party and for shape the political will of the people. I want to shape the political will of the people. The people that don't know what they are the party, the rules and regulations, And then for COUT program we get national character, and then most of candidates for presidential, parliamentary, local council elections. So now the rights for let the ordinary man know about what in the party are the rules and regulations. And somebody talk about independence. The constitution grants you independence. Because if we not be independent, we not for solve APC them problem during SLPP term. We not for solve SLPP them problem during APC term. So that don't show independence. And then for show independence, beaucoup parties then they will not for be registered under APC them term. Under SLP them term, beaucoup parties then they will not be for register. During the last time of where APC be in power, where NGC them come for register. That's why we register C4C, we register ADP. Then say we NGC come. Now that they be talk about APC and SLPP. If APC be if we not be independent, APC for don't tell us we not register them. We Charles Magai left SLPP. Now under SLPP and term. If we not be independent, we not be for register them. So let the people of this country be rest assured to say we don't always they hold the balance between political parties, because the law say except any law state will the carry on to work will not subject to the direction or authority of anybody except otherwise stated by law. And otherwise stated by law, if anybody not go to whatever PPRC do, there is a Supreme Court. When I no more go tell PPRC say, wait, this two you do, no, give them so time, let it adjust. This two you do, no, left them, let it pass.
All right, many thanks for joining this morning. We'll come over to you, Sidi. This will be your parting words, especially the concern we praise, but we're not able for amending this issue we get for do with the Sam Sumana.
I mean, the whole thing is people get for understand, say, all of this what they do, we serve as a national executive now for ensure, say, we safeguard the party. The existence of the party now matter to we. I always remind people, we spend 3 years in a court for constitutional matters, for constitutional issues, for procedural issues. So we no want for find we self wanting again. And that make the rules, like I say, we've been deliberate, we stay within the provisions of the constitution, because we no want again, and that this will be the avoid. Now I make we deliberately do that. I want the membership and the people of this country for no say, all waiting we they do as a party now for make sure we continue for day who side the law say we for do. If at the end of the day, Mabel, all of this end na court and the court say no APC wanna do so, would they do them? Because that 10 day nobody again no go can say na APC. The law is the law. So we constitution so far na so it say we for do. We dey go by that one day. So let people that don't understand. We not the target nobody. Everybody get the opportunity, the liberty. Once you qualify as per the national constitution and the constitution of the APC, we find.
All right, many thanks, gentlemen. We're gonna join me at this edition of the Breakfast Show. Now, the program go left on today. We've been getting at the studio with Sidi Yayah Tunis from the APC, and also we've been getting Lucien Momo from the PPRC as we've been look at the objections and we come for saga the APC then rules and regulations so then be done gazette. We go continue for follow up the issue we get for do with the Sam Sumana saga within the APC. As soon as be hearing from the PPRC already done forward this particular complaint officially to the APC and then they wait for the official response. As and when necessary, we're going to bring them come for gonna updates on different issues them wait on they happen. Many thanks to you we send you message and many thanks to the production team. We make this edition of the Breakfast Show. Mituna na Musa Sau Kuruma na the technician for this edition of the Breakfast Show. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabade, so get a good day and goodbye.
And many thanks to you. We don't send you message, but because we never get time for it, and we want for big apology for that. Continue for watch Liberty Television. Throughout the day, we'll bring out to you plenty issues across the country, and we content the day for the day now different platform them. Well, me na Hassan Komadi wish you a pleasant day.